All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This morning at Clinton High School, Isaac MacMillian signed a letter of intent not only to continue his education, but also his tennis career at Coker playing for the Cobras. First, number one is congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, we in the media do have a couple of questions we'd like to run past you here. And we'll start off. Y'all guys that want to start it off?
Well, first, just kind of start talking about if you came out Coker, what kind of stood out about them, and who else was in the running to possibly have you sign?
Well, my top few choices were Newberry College and Coach Gardner there. He was a great coach, very experienced. And then Gardner-Webb University was another top choice of mine. And I didn't choose those two because Newberry I felt was too close for me. Wasn't really like going to college. And then Gardner-Webb was Division I, and I'd probably have to walk on there because they're a really good team. And also Coker's coach is an ordained minister and just a really experienced coach, and I like him. So
You felt you had a pretty good connection right away with him because of that background?
yes, sir.
Now, when you go down there, you are going to not only be playing a little bit of tennis, but also you're going to be furthering your education. Have you thought about a major and what that might be?
Yes, sir. I'm going to major in biology, and I hope to go to dental school after college and sooner or later become an orthodontist. So.
Now, looking back over your tennis career here at Clinton High School, which is still ongoing as we talk, can you think of any one moment, one match, one particular time that you're kind of going to always remember that will just stick out in your mind?
So I have two, but one was 2 years ago. We went to Eastside High School, first time I've ever played them, and they were on an undefeated season, 16-0 or something like that. They had banners all over their fences, and we came there very, very hyped. Miss Clovis was supporting us and getting us ready for the match, and we went there and beat them, like manhandled them by one, I think. And but my second one was actually, I think the week before spring break this year, against Riverside High School, who's a team that I've beaten once in 7th grade and then they killed us up until this year. And we went there and it came down to number 1 doubles and number 2 doubles, and we ended up beating them. So that's a moment I'll always remember.
Two traditionally strong tennis teams that you defeated right there.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been on the varsity, for those who may not know your full background? How long have you been on the varsity roster?
Oh, I've been there since 7th grade.
What do you remember about what kind of player you were back in 7th grade compared to what you are now?
I was weaker, but I just ran back and forth around the court, making stuff back, and that's the way I won.
Mm-hmm.
But and then now I'm way stronger, taller, so I hit the ball a little bigger. Yeah.
Did you have, maybe in the first years you were playing, did you have kind of an aha moment where kind of everything really just started to come together for you, that you kind of found the right formula in terms of kind of how you hit your shots, how you approach certain points? Did you have a moment like that?
I'd say that's probably in between 7th and 8th grade, because 7th grade I played number 4 on the team, and 8th grade I knew I had to go up on to play number 2, and so I had to do something about my game to be able to compete with those number 2 players. And so I think I had the aha moment that I had to go more from they call it a pusher in tennis, one who just pushes the ball back into play, to a person who takes those open court shots and opens up the court to win against my opponents. So,
Coach Simmons referenced a quote during the presser in the assembly hall. What does that quote mean to you?
So I think it means that I know I'm prepared just as hard as everybody I play, and I know I'm capable of beating them, but it's just if I understand that and I'm confident in my preparation. So.
And you're part of a big weekend. Clinton Tennis is having Hall of Fame induction and demonstration and a barn bash and all kinds of things going on. So tell me about your time with junior tennis. And
Oh yes, sir. I've loved it. It's been awesome. First few years I had the leaders to look up to, and now I think that I and a few of the other seniors are leaders in the junior tennis program to the younger ones. And Coach Waldron has done an amazing job, and I'm excited about this weekend to be able to play with Bill Brenner, and those guys from that 2000 state championship team. So.
And you got some unfinished business to do at the end of this season.
Yeah.
We're looking for a lower state opponent in the state.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about playing for the state championship last spring.
Last year it was rough. I mean, they're just nationally ranked players that are coming out there and unbelievable players. But I think that we have a little more want to win the state championship than they do. They're kind of out there. You know, they know they're going to win when they went into it because they're that good. And so I think we have the belief, and so we just have to go out there and do what we know we can do to win it this year. So.
Last one for me. What has Coker's coach told you about where he wants you to put the most work in this summer?
Whenever I went down to hit, he said my first serve, so I need to get my first serve a little more powerful because college players just hit the ball so much bigger. And then also my second serve, really just my serve in general, because it's not as big as I want it to be yet, but it's getting there. He also said he calls it a black hole, so whenever a ball goes to the middle of the court, he wants me to attack those balls every time because it's in the black hole. And so I'm working on that in my matches right now. And he thinks that I'll play around 6 singles, maybe 3 doubles. And so that's where he wants me. But we'll see.
All right. Well, again, congratulations. Good luck to you. And don't forget Clinton High School.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have another athlete that is signed to continue his education and athletic career, and it's going to be Zach Chaffins, a member of the Clinton soccer team. He's going to be going to USC-Union to play for the Bantams. Number one, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, we of the media do have a few questions for you here, and we'll kick it off.
First, congratulations. What about Union stood out from the rest of the pack, and who else was in the running to possibly get you to sign and to come there?
Well, I like Union because when I first toured there, obviously Coach Simmons, I sort of connected with him a little bit better because we sort of shared the same soccer tactics, and it's a lot closer to home than any of the other schools. So I mean that's pretty much my priority right now.
What other schools have shown interest?
Wofford was a little bit interested. I talked to the coach a little bit. Newberry sometimes, but other than that, really nothing else.
Have you talked with the coach about what position they plan on playing in?
Yeah, I'm center back right now, but Coach Simmons is thinking about putting me at center defensive mid, so I got to start working with that.
Now, in the signing in the auditorium a few moments ago, if I remember correctly, Coach Templeton, athletic director here, she said that your plans were to go 1 year there and then transfer hopefully to West Virginia?
Hopefully, but 2 years sounds good too as well. So I'm just
Okay.
going to finish it out, transfer over to West Virginia and see if I can continue.
Well, what's the big draw with West Virginia? Any particular reason for that?
That's just the team I've supported since I was pretty much born. I'm
Okay.
always going to be a Mountaineer. See if I can go up there and
Okay.
continue.
Now, we were talking about going over there to continue your soccer career. Obviously, you want to continue your education also. Have you thought about a major and then what you'd like to do after you finish college?
My major probably going to be business and financing, somewhere around those lines, because that's what my dad does. So I'll probably end up, going to the same business he does, contracting, trying to make some money.
Where do you feel your game has improved the most over the last year, 2 years?
Probably my vision and my passion, because I've always been sort of the more defensive player. So I think around last summer I probably got into my head that I needed to be more of a team player, see if I can look for the passes on my other sides.
Mm-hmm. I know last year the team had a lot of success. I think it was the first year that they hosted a playoff game and then also they won a playoff game at home. Just what was it like for you to be part of that group, to be able to have that sort of a lasting impact on the program?
Well, it was great because ninth grade, I made the varsity team and really wasn't that great. I was just sort of average. And in 10th grade, my old coach moved me down to JV. So it's sort of it stung a little bit, but I was still proud to play. But when we came back up the 11th grade year, we had a good season and beat the team at home for a first playoff seed, and then went over to Walhalla. So it was just a good experience.
You said your former coach, I think that was Sean Big.
Yeah.
Yeah. He moved you down to JV. How did you react to it at the time? Then, kind of, what was there a moment where you kind of realized that this was being done for the right reasons?
Yeah, like, cause he talked to me in the hallway. He asked me if I wanted to move down and like become captain for the JV team. So it wasn't anything like punishment or anything. I was fine going down there and helping the younger kids out. It was all good.
You're a better player, you think, because of that?
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like if I would have played varsity 10th grade, I wouldn't have got enough like playing time, and it just sort of been like me just sitting the bench, not playing enough.
Plus, it probably helped you improve your leadership skills
Yeah.
too.
Soccer really up and coming at Clinton High School. You guys are in the stadium now, and we got some amenities around you. You can sit in seats, well, as opposed to sitting, bringing folding chairs and stuff. So, tell me about being part of a program that's on the rise. USC-Union, new program, it's on the rise too. So, is that what you like to do? Build?
Yeah,
Program?
I like the idea of like, you know, coming up, and because 9th grade we had a horrible season, won only 2 games the entire season, and came back, and now we pretty much almost had a winning season every year since then. So I like the idea of like, because people underestimate us, they usually think that they're going to beat us. So when we come back and show them that what we actually have, it feels a lot better.
Where have coaches told you that you need to put the most work in?
Probably my dribbling, something around there, because like I said, I'm still not like a midfielder type player. It's just like I'm more of a defensive type. I'm there to stop the attack.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to you. Good luck,
Thank
and
you.
good luck the rest of the season here, and see if you can host another playoff game this year and take 2 wins in the playoffs instead of 1.
Yes, sir.
All right.